Yes, people. Welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. I'll have a cheers to that. Oh, that tastes absolutely delightful. That tastes like a season back on track. That's what that tastes like. That tastes like things are about to change. Things are on the up. That was the best performance from Newcastle United in ages. Absolutely ages. And it wasn't easy either. Never is with us, is it? We're getting the Isaac going off and loads of stuff that went on in this game. But Newcastle United have won tonight at Villa Park for the first time since 2013. Over 10 years since we even scored a goal there, since Johan Gouffran got the winner. But Fabian Shaw got himself a brace tonight. Could have got a hat-trick. And then Murphy / own goal got in the action as well. It was unbelievable. We dominated it. We were tremendous. Sob on the halt. Sob on the halt. We'll love to see it. Sob on the halt. Villa exit. Fire drill at Villa Park. They were flying out the door with 5-10 minutes to go. You laughed at us when we went down. Well, who is laughing now? Yes, we're not going to swear so soon in the video. Don't want to get demonetized. But it's fantastic to see all them little villains, literally, that were laughing at us when we got sent down. All the little anti-deck Messiah flags and all that. Morons. Now who's laughing, eh? They're top four, bottling it. Can't do what we did last season, can he? Is bottling it. Whereas Newcastle turned up tonight and dominated. Unreal performance from Newcastle. Absolutely class. Wow. I mean, a lot of people weren't expecting that. I said we'd win 2-1. Optimistic. In the preview, I said 2-1. It was 3-1 tonight, and it was absolutely sensational. I didn't think it was going to be that comfortable or that good. And Villa did cause us a bit more problems with substitutes. But we were unreal tonight. We looked like we were back at our best. And I don't know where that came from, really, because the Fulham game, great that we won, got through, all of that. But we weren't that good against Fulham at all. Everyone said, poor performance, couldn't string the pass together. Tonight we were deadly. Gordon was unplayable. Anthony Gordon, AG10, Gareth Southgate. Are you watching? I told him at St. James's for the City game, I told him, watch Gordon, pick Gordon. And tonight, I mean, Southgate, he loves that, doesn't he? He used to play for them. He must have been there. He's got to see Gordon again, man. Insanely good. Even when he went down the middle, even when he's forced to be a striker, he was still quality. Absolutely quality. Let's dive into a couple of your chats before I run through my bullet points and topics from tonight's game. Let's see what you are saying, and then we'll go back to the key points of the game and talk through that. Tell you what, man, Fabian Shaw, imagine the odds you would have got on him. Hat-trick. So close. John's there with the first comment before the stream started. Had to push the stream back. It was maybe quarter past, then to 20 past because of 9 minutes at a time. Matty every Geordie to the said, well, they did. To be fair, I put it out on our social media, Instagram at the Magpie Channel, score predictions as we do for every game. And loads of people were saying 4-0 Villa, 3-0 Villa, 5-0 Villa. I was seeing, and I was like, what the hell's going on here? Well, to be fair though, Villa, that's their first loss this season at Villa Park. They had the best Premier League home record this season. They had the joint best defensive record this season. The best most goals scored this season. All of this. They were unbeaten and everything flying at Villa Park. And we rock up and do that to them. That's absolutely unreal. And that is our bogey ground as well. I think that's why a lot of fans were saying that. We never seem to win there. It's like Anfield. But yeah, what a night. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Unreal. What a win, says Jimmy. Can't stand Villa. Take heaven to us. It is. Well, I say heaven, honestly, because we've got that little rivalry with Villa, haven't we? And like I said at the start there, sob on the halt. Who's laughing now after they mocked us when we got relegated? Well, it all comes around, doesn't it? What goes around comes around, and it has came back around to bite Villa when they're trying to go for top four. Chasing them down now. Chasing them down. Eddie Howe said it's not over. Eddie Howe said we're going for it. And at the minute, we are seventh. We are seventh now. So what a result. That could literally be a game-changing moment. A game season. What the hell am I trying to say? A game changer. Absolute game changer. A season-defining moment. That's what I was trying to say. This game really could have been with that win over Villa tonight. 3-1. And then we've got Luton at home, who, by the way, they got a massive win tonight. 3-0. 4-0 they ended up winning. Luton against Brighton. So what a win that is for them. But Luton at home, we've got Bournemouth coming up at home. Forest away, really winnable games. We can get a bit of momentum going now, get a bit of a run going. things could change. Things could seriously change. Like, come on the mags. I love AG Time. What a man. Like I said earlier, phenomenal tonight. Unplayable. Absolutely amazing. What a performance from the lads, says Craig. Great win. Great team performance. Well, exactly. This will be people now thinking, what's next? And we will get into, just typical Newcastle, the way our luck's going. Even though obviously brilliantly we're hung on, and I think Almiron very good. He's got to play on the left going forward. Has to be on the left. So it's a difficult one because what do you do where Gordon's been so good on the left, especially first half he was as well. But when you see Miggy down the left, that first time ball in for Murphy's goal / own goal, I'm giving it to Murphy. It was on target for me. I'm giving it to Murphy. That first time cross with his left foot, brilliant. If that was on his right, he takes a touch, cuts back and against and out. Nothing happens. So it's so important. I think Miggy on the left, and what I liked about Almiron when he came on is that he had a point to prove. It really was. He had a point to prove. He's turned down that Saudi move, came on, brilliant, very, very good. Worked hard as usual, but he had that end product, got an assist. That's what I want from my wingers. I need goals and assists, and Almiron provided that tonight. So big him up, well done for coming on, because we were obviously forced into that change where Gordon has to go down the middle. Isak comes off injured, and that is massively worrying now. 2 days left of the window. There's talk of maybe Hugo Ekitike on loan. Anybody on loan, anybody is better than nobody, because at the minute we've got 0 fit strikers. Wilson's still out. Obviously, he's meant to be coming back soon. Maybe Luton, maybe the week after. But again, what's he going to do? 3 weeks, then he's out again? Do you know, we know the score with Callum Wilson. It's not like Wilson's going to come back next week and he's going to be fit for the rest of the season, is it? He's going to at least miss another couple of games, 5 games, whatever. Easy, minimum. So now Isak's kind of getting that reputation as well, where he keeps breaking down. So as phenomenal as he's been, he does break down. He does have them niggles. He does come off injured. So we desperately need that other forward in this window now. I mean, I know we've been quiet. I know we're not doing much, but something's got to give. Get Mitrovic back from Saudi. Bring Mitro in. Bring Benzema in. Bring anybody in. Like we said, Ikitiki, PSG are desperate to get rid of him. Trying to get rid of him. Bring him in. Try the best. So that means we have to get a striker in now. 2 days left of the window. Should be interesting. Surely you kind of be like, Eddie Howe can't be like, the owners kind of be like, well, it's sounding it. Yeah, no strikers. We'll just wait for everyone to come back and get injured again. I don't care about this FFP thing. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to work something out. Take the points deduction or something. We're going to have to do something. Because you kind of go, because this rest of the season is tying up nicely now, really. We're 7th. So even if you can try and get that 5th place, which looks like it's going to get Champions League this season, if you can try and push towards that, still a bit far away, but a great run like we've been on the past is possible. The FA Cup, beat Blackburn, we're in the quarters. There's still loads to play for this season. I couldn't believe the negativity I was seeing in my videos, the last couple of them, where people are saying the season's over, season's a write-off, doesn't matter what we do in the transfer window. Not for me. Like, we bring a striker in, we get a midfielder in, we can do bits of the season still loads of games left to be played, and that is a massive Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lifeline tonight. Jeremy Clarkson, lifeline, big time, because that gives us a huge chance to win these games at home and kick on, push on. Momentum is key now, really is. So I still want to see that midfielder come in. Listen, Longstaff at the end there should have made it 4, misses a sitter. He's the weak link for me. I kind of see I think it needs improved, and obviously Joe Linton, with his injury now, and relying on 17-year-old Miley and Bruno, who's on 1 booting away from a 2-game suspension. It's mental if we're doing strengthening this window. But that's for tomorrow night. Podcast live at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Make sure you tune into that. There's 900 people watching right now. Please, 900 of you, just hit the like button. Takes 2 seconds. And also subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see what else you are saying before we run through some other key parts of today's win. Fishguard, I was terrified when they got 1 back. So was I. And then they got 2 back, didn't they? Watkins just offside. Scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. Watkins there. Thankfully, that one got ruled out. And that was such a huge moment as well, because the Villa crowd was silenced all night. We were unreal. All I could hear, big up all the travelling Toon Army, all I could hear was us throughout the full game. From minute 1 to minute 99, we were chanting. And Villa had that 5-minute spell at best where they were really getting behind their team. Watkins had just scored. They were pushing, and we had to ride that storm. And we did that. Shout out to the defence tonight as well. Fantastic. I think Eddie Howe nailed it when he brought on Tino Livramento, bringing Tino on to offer that cover, because Leon Bailey was causing us so many problems when he came off the bench for Diaby, and he was brilliant. Bain was struggling a bit. We were getting found out a bit. They were causing some chances, creating chances, shall I say. And Tino did well when he came on. That was a perfectly timed sub. And we just about managed to hang on and fill the game out. Well, then Longstaff should have scored the fourth. But you thought, if anything, it's going to be typical this. Isak Gans off with 3-1 up, and then they get quick goals or whatever, 3-0 up. And then you think, oh my days. Dubravka went down twice. Karius is warming up. Put your jacket on, jacket off, jacket on, jacket off. Dubravka stayed on, and to be fair, Dubravka made 1 or 2 good saves as well towards the end. So I'm so happy with that win, man. We were unreal tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Back to our very best. Back to our very best. Like other people there saying, excellent. Thought we'd get better tonight. Keep Miggy on the left, says Yorkshire God. We'll jump into the super chat straight away by Gmail. Everyone expected us to get smashed by City and Villa. All it took was a KDB for it not to be 4-6 points in those 2 games. A very good point. Listen, if it wasn't for that last-minute goal by Bob and the brilliant pass by KDB, would have been on a decent run. Because obviously at the minute we've been on a honking run in the Premier League, especially, obviously, and away from home. We've only won once in the league. It's mad because even, Ali McCoist was saying there, I can't believe this Newcastle team's only won 2 games this season away from home, including that one. So, unreal stuff, man. That was amazing. I said we'd win tonight, optimistically, but I did fancy it. I did fancy us. I watched Villa in their last Premier League game when Brentford Burnley should have won, I think it was, and they came back 1-3-2. And I just fancied it. I think taking that confidence from Fulham, having that bit of extra training, and we did it, but we did it way more convincingly than I thought. Villa were poor, but we were unreal. We were fantastic. And what's that now? 8-2, is it, overall against Aston Villa this season? 5 on the first game, 3-1 that game. Amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing. Missed out this super chat before from Lord Loss. What do you think is wrong with Isak hamstring? It didn't look good, did it, with Alexander Isak? Obviously, he was devastated to be coming off. He really couldn't carry on. He was struggling. So it was a big shame at the time. You thought, no way, man. You cannot be serious. Yeah, this is ridiculous bad luck for Newcastle. We're 2-0 up at the time, I think it was. Isak comes down with it. And you think, and we're half time, and you're like, what the hell's got? How are we down? We've got knee strikers. Isak's went off. Wilson's still injured. And you see Gordon being played down the middle when Gordon was causing so much problem down the left-hand side. That was our strongest link. Louis Miley was making great overlapping runs from early. Gordon had a couple of chances in that game, to be fair, but Villa were blocking things. I thought Longley for them had a very good game. So Isak goes off, and you think, oh, this is just typical, absolutely typical, which invites Villa to come back into the game. But we started off strong as well. Second half, we were the better team still. I thought Emery might have given the kick up the arse, and then he came out the blocks. But then Murphy gets that goal. I'm giving it to him. And we're hung on there. But with Isak, let's find out. It's not looking great, is it? I kind of see him being fit for Saturday. You probably expect maybe out for a couple of weeks, few weeks maybe, easy, which is a nightmare. Obviously, absolute disaster. Luckily, there's 2 days left of the window. Unluckily, we've got this whole FFP, PSR thing going on. So we just need to act, though. We need to do something about it. We really do. We're kind of because like I said, we'll kind of carry on with 0 strikers. You've just got to bite the bullet, and you've got to think we'll have to take some sort of punishment. If we kind of get someone on loan, or we kind of get this obligation to buy at the end in the summer, we're going to have to take the hit, because you can't be playing Gordon down the middle for weeks on end and then having Wilson back for 2 games, and he's injured again, and Isak comes back, and he's injured. You know what I mean? We need to get someone in. We need to get another striker, and we still need that midfielder. We really do. With Jonathan's injury, listen, the 3 that are in midfield tonight, Bruno, Longstaff, and Miley. Eddie Howe said about playing Miley non-stop at 17. Bruno's close to the suspension. Yeah, Joe White on the bench, Travis on again tonight. Shout out Jimmy for this super chat from Australia. About to start a 12-hour shift in 43 degrees. Wow. Well, I'm about to go to bed off this stream in about 2 degrees. So swings and roundabouts. But I'll still have this stupid smile on my face after that. If I good to see our style of beer back. Have a beer on us, Renty lad, you bloody champion. Cheers, Jimmy. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. I will definitely cheers to that one. That tastes fantastic. Best tasting beer in a long time, that. Thanks to that win. Thanks to that big result. But like Jimmy says, there it is. good to see our state of payback. It really is. That was the Newcastle United of last season. That was Eddie Howe's Mags. That's what we had gotten used to. That's that velocity, that effort, that intensity, and being a bit clinical as well. The 2 goals come from Fabian Shaw. But it's a great strike from Gordon that sets it up, and Shaw's there ready to pounce. And the first one is a good finish from Shaw in the corner after a good delivery by Trippier, which is nice to see. And we deserve that lead. All day long, we deserve that lead, man. Easily deserved that lead. Because Gordon had a chance before that. Longstaff had one blocked. We're brilliant in that first half now. We're just waiting for the goal. We're just thinking we need to score. We need to capitalise on how well we're doing here. Like I said before, Miley, I thought, making some good overlaps. Had some really nice play in the final third. What else have I got noted down here? I've talked about the fans and stuff. Big them. Gordon unplayable. Miggy's assist to make it 3-0 for Murphy. Fantastic work by both wingers, driving on hard there. Villa, right? Because we've got to say, like I said, and people are saying in the chat, a lot of people are talking about tonight being a shock because the fancied Villa to batter us. Never saw that coming. And this is obviously the reason, because of Newcastle's form, Villa's record at home this season. Villa, if they had have won tonight, would have been 2 points off Liverpool in top. 2 points off if they had won. Shows how good of a season they're going in the fortress that has been Villa Park. But they didn't win. Newcastle won. And we've won from 10th to 7th. Or we were at least earlier. Let me just double check that now. When I wrote that earlier on, we did. And we still are. Newcastle went from 10th to 7th. Obviously, a couple of teams below us, Man United and Chelsea, are still to play this week. Thank you to Luton. Would obviously see them on Saturday and hopefully smash them ourselves. Luton smashing Brighton tonight, 4-0. Keeps Brighton below us, level on points on 32 points. Newcastle now in 7th, only 3 points off 6th place West Ham, who also do have a game in hand. And Spurs in 5th on 40 points with a game in hand. So we're currently 8 points off a Champions League place. Villa now down to 4th. So what a turning point this could be. As I said earlier, this result tonight could season-defining. Literally could be season-defining, this game-changing result tonight. We've got to build on it. Listen, now it's done yet. We're still miles off certain things, and we're still got to win those games at home that you'd expect us to win. Your Lutons, your Bournemouths and that. Get them done, though. Get a positive result at Forest. You'd fancy we're going there and getting 3 points now. We did it last season. We've just done it against Villa. So if we can do that, we could really kickstart our season out, and we could really be firing. We've got to be looking up now. It was all doom and gloom a bit, wasn't it? Floating mid-table. Now we're right up there, and that's how quick things can change. And that's what I was trying to tell people in the videos. I was being positive. I was saying the season's not over yet. Everyone was saying if we got beat in the FA Cup, it'd be game over. I was like, nah, it's not like. It's not. There's still loads to play for. I've mentioned the other stuff. Like Shaw nearly got a hat-trick. Longley a block. Imagine the odds on that. I would have loved to seen Fabian Shaw walking off the pitch with the ball under his arms, and he would have deserved it. He would have really deserved it. He was phenomenal tonight, man. Fabian Shaw, man. He's been at the club, what was it, 6 years or something now? £3 million. What a player. What a man. I've talked about my points enough there. I've been going nearly 20 minutes. There's nearly 1,000 people watching live, so please do smash a like on this one and subscribe if you haven't already. Get your comments coming in. Shout out Gmail for becoming a member. You can join the channel as well by hitting the link in the description or the join button next to subscribe. We do monthly giveaways. We've just given away a belter photo frame from Newcastle's squad a few years back there with Shea giving and over with Femi Martins in the frame with St. James's Park as well. Eddie Howe has literally just said right now, live updates here. Eddie Howe has said Alexander Isak has a groin issue, but it does not look too serious. That's what he's saying. Eddie Howe has given an update on Isak, who went off tonight, and he has said that it is a groin issue for Isak, but it doesn't look too serious. We'll wait and see on that one. Wait and see what, obviously, it doesn't look too serious, but scans will have to be done and everything else. And for me, the risk was already there. I said the risk was there in the summer with not having a third choice striker. And now it's there with Wilson being injured all the time and Isak catching him up on injuries, to be fair. He is catching him up. Right, let's have a look at the other comments from you lot. Happy birthday, Neil. Happy birthday, mate. Hope you have a good one. You've got to have a good one, haven't you? After that. Oh, well, you got to enjoy it after that one. From Mark there for Neil. Happy birthday. Okay, let's fire through some of that chats here. Keep them coming in if you want it read on the screen. Guaranteed. Hit the little dollar sign there for a super chat. Thank you very much. And then we'll get that read out. And we'll pick out some of the best ones as it stands there just to talk through. Loads of them coming in. Shout out everyone that's tuned into the live reaction tonight. Everyone absolutely buzzing. Aaron knows the score. I've called him Shario Ramos for years, and Shario Ramos does it again. Shario Ramos. What a man. Praying Isaac is okay. I'll just give an update on him there. Gordon is out. Gordon will be out for 2 games now, says Derek. Is that a suspension thing? Like, I wasn't aware of that. If anyone can clarify that, I'm not sure about that one. Like, no one was talking about Gordon being out. I don't think that's the case. It was Bruno that was one away. I don't think Gordon's that far behind. I don't think Gordon misses the next 2 games. I could be wrong, but I wasn't aware of that before the game. Bruno top class tonight. Bruno was so good at winning fouls and covering ground tonight, wasn't he? They were devastated the Villa lot. They couldn't handle him. John McGinn and everyone angry as you'd everywhere on the pitch, trying not to foul Bruno and trying not to give them away. Let's go make a run at this league. Beautiful match, says Bart Meister. Good that Isaac is now injured, says George. McGinn is a rat. Not convinced about Longstaff's form, and Maley can't last 90 minutes. Well, you can see now, Maley, Eddie Howe keeps saying that he doesn't want to have to rely on this 17-year-old week in, week out. Get a fucking midfielder in the window. Anybody on loan, just do something. Get the bodies in, man. We need the bodies in. And Longstaff, for me, frustrated me tonight. I thought he was the only player that, and people may think I'm being harsh or whatever, but I just cannot see it. I cannot see, like, if we want to go up a level, I just didn't think he's good enough. I really don't. He's always a squad player, but relying on him in midfield tonight, I just thought he gave the ball away sometimes, a bit clumsy, and then 1-on-1 from 2 yards out, man. You've got to finish that. Imagine if Villa had came back there. He just scores that. He wraps things up. He makes things nice and easy. He made me hire a chocolate wrapper off the TV, man. I got that frustrated with him. Good job it was a wrapper and not me paint. It could have been, because I just thought, please, they just announced there's going to be 9 minutes of added time. Longstaff's 1-on-1. I can sit back, I can pour another beer, I can have a real good time there, chill out, you know what I mean? And then he misses things like that where you just think, he put it straight at the keeper. But some things he does in the middle of the park, sometimes sloppy. I'm not a huge fan. I think sometimes he's brilliant, sometimes he's showing it, but a local lad, you love to see him do well in that. But nah, I mean, for me, like, I'm looking forward to Willock coming back, or should be signing someone 2 days left, should be. Right then. Harvey Barnes and Willock hopefully back soon. Really, hopefully. It'll be great to see them back this Saturday at St. James. Can't wait for that game. Can't wait. Longest 20 minutes. Some high life says lofty at the end. It was like, because you knew we were just going to sit back as well. And it was going to be a bit sticky, especially when Watkins scored the second. Thankfully, it was offside. We should play Armour on the left wing all the time. Natural position. Totally true. Totally true. Mighty Mark asking Ekitike coming. I've had loads of messages about this since Isaac got injured, asking about Ekitike. And, like I said, PSG, for Richie Romano said tonight, PSG are literally trying the best to offload him. They're just trying to get anyone to have him, which isn't a good sign, like. But at the same time, beggars can't be choosers, and we are on our knees. We are begging all day long. Begging like mad we are. Honestly. We really are, because they've got zero strikers at the minute. Anyone's better than nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's an option. Bring back Papi Cisse at the minute. Where's he playing at the minute? Never mind me asking for Mitrovic back from Saudi. Papi Cisse, Demba Ba, Geordie boys from Africa. Any one of them will do. Jesus. Shearer, get out the away stands and get onto the pitch, lad. Do you know what I mean? We're desperate at the minute. So take it. Get it in. Get him in. Or Minter, if we can recall Yankuba Minter. Eddie said he wasn't sure if we could, and I know they just want to let him settle and finish out his season there in Holland, but bollocks to that, like. Get him back. Tell you what, man, that Leon Bailey would be an incredible replacement for Miggy. Says Steez. He would be, like, he was a game changer for them when he came on. Joby wasn't that good, was he? Well, to be fair, Diaby should have shot in the first half, and he should have shot, and he probably would have scored from that close. He strangely decided to square it. Bizarre decision from him. Absolutely bizarre decision to try and square it. So, I just seen a signal went down there a little bit, so hopefully everything's all right. Don't know what's going on there. Seems all right now. But Bailey was very good for them, and he was threatening when he came on. And the difference was Eddie Howe nailed it by bringing on Tino just to shut the door on that there. But Bailey. But Miggy was brilliant when he came on as well. Really like Miggy, and down that left-hand side. We've got all these left wingers, haven't we? What's going on? We've got Gordon, who's on fire. Miggy comes on for him, does well, comes in, gets the assist. We've got Barnes coming back. Murphy on the right. I was going to say we've got Neil on the right, but Murphy on the right doing well. But we're just going to have a forward line full of wingers. We're going to have a forward line full of wingers. Just see Newcastle United have posted. Let's get it up for you lot, so you don't have to come off the stream. I'll just show you it. Here's the boys in the Villa Park dressing room. The first time we've celebrated a win there in over 10 years. Gets on that. There's the boys. Yes, we'll love to see it. We'll love to see it, don't we? Come on. Gets on. There's the boys. The Geordie boys celebrating that big old win there at Villa Park. Oh, unbelievable stuff. 3 goals and 3 points for the tune tonight. What else we're seeing in the chat then? Let's get into some more. Murphy looked great this game. He did. Fantastic Jacob Murphy, wasn't he? Absolutely brilliant Jacob Murphy down that right-hand side. So good. He looks fresh, which is great. It doesn't look like he's being rushed back or anything, which is what you want, because he was very good tonight. Murphy, very, very good. Who was your man of the match, Matty? For me personally, was Bruno. Now I've got to give it a shot. I hear what you're saying. Bruno was so pivotal in that midfield, breaking up play, winning fouls. Very clever with his play, but Fabian Shaw with the brace and just the 2 goals, taken well, and very good at the back as well. Yeah, and Anthony Gordon. I've got to say, I thought Gordon was unreal. Make a case for Murphy as well, but I would give it a shot. Let me know your man of the match, people, in the comments as well. Any updates on when Alfie Harrison will be available to play, says the GOAT? Well, he's more so going to be for the academy, Alfie Harrison there, the youngin from City, who looks like Haaland, but he's very, very highly rated. I was speaking to Big Steve, the Man City fan, the YouTuber, and he's good to see him go. He said he can't believe he's leaving because he's really highly thought of. So it's quite the signing for Newcastle, that. But I say he's for the academy. At the minute, he'll be on the pitch soon. Do you know what I mean? He will be, because there's no one else. You've got Joe White and that on the bench. So, yeah. He could be playing sooner than we think. We're going to smash the second half of the season now. Best result of the season for me. Thought Dan Burn looked his best since joining. Says Nathan. I thought Burn had a brilliant 60, 70 minutes. And then he really struggled when Bailey came on. He was getting twisted a little bit, but Tino came on, provided some cover. That massively helped. But I agree. I thought, because a lot of eyebrows were raised. People were saying, what, Dan Burn against Diaby? He's going to massively struggle there. He didn't. He was fantastic. And then what really helped him was that confident sliding tackle early doors right in front of the Travelling Toon fans. And that was a big boost in that, give him a confidence lift. And he was really, really good. 31.9k. Yes. We're so close to 32k. So hopefully people who are watching now, nearly 900 of you, smash that subscribe if you haven't already. And we're nearly there at 32,000 after what's been a very busy month. You've had nearly daily videos throughout this whole of January. Well, you normally do, don't you? Do you know what I mean? A lot of graphs. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. Control the game today, says Nobby, one of the best performances of the season. Get Raspadori on loan from Napoli. Get bloody anybody on loan from anywhere. Shaw is immense. I'm in Utah, USA. Big up John in Utah. Strikers are made of glass, no offense, says Henning. Well, you're not wrong, to be fair. One of them, if not both of them, right now, are always injured, aren't they? Do you mean they're always injured? So, Get Emmanuel Riviere back, says Nobby. No strikers left fit. We need someone ASAP. Get Shefki Kuchi out of retirement, says Chippers. Matty lad, weren't you a forward? Say Portmeister. Certainly was. Certainly was. So, you know what I mean? I'm here. I'm ready. If Eddie wants to, Tyndall got him on speed anyway, so he wants to give us a quick one. Fine with it. I'll play Saturday. Get me in Saturday against Luton. Yeah, I'll do the job, like. Doing a football charity match, actually, next month. So more on that soon. And you'll see me up top scoring some bangers. What's Niall Ranger doing these days, says Ian? Probably something he shouldn't be doing. Probably something illegal, knowing Niall. Less said about that, the better. That or he's on True Geordie's podcast again. Recall Minter. Yeah. Stefan Guvoc. We're coming up against Jon Dahl Thomason's Blackburn soon. We'll see if he wants to be player coach for us instead. Jesus Christ. Ruben Neves on loan. That would make too much sense, I'm afraid, Stephen. Anyone from Saudi, you know, this market that we can capitalise on. Nah, that's not. Why would we do that? You know, why bring in Neves on loan? Why bring in Mitrovic on loan? Anybody on loan? That would make too much sense when we've got any players left. Honestly, man, that's the only negative from tonight, innit? Just the thought of more players getting injured, more players going down, and us not signing anyone. I feel like it's going to be a waste. There's still loads of potential in this season. It's an unreal win tonight, buzzing with it, fantastic. But you can't help but think, like, we need to build on it. We're not going to build on that if we haven't got a squad, if we haven't got any players available. Because, you know, who's next to go down? What happens if Bruno goes down? You know what I mean? Finished. Absolutely finished. We've got 3 midfielders. We've got 0 strikers. 2 days left of the window. Time to act. Good evening. Good evening. It is a very good evening, actually, isn't it? As far as Tuesdays go. Good evening. Good evening. Right then. Cheers, Matty. Best channel on YouTube, says Will. Thanks very much, Will. Appreciate that, mate. Over from Mountains would do well in this team. Oh, I would like. Any news on Dubravka? Says Norwich. Well, he carried on tonight, didn't he? He carried on tonight, Dubravka. He went down twice. Karius warmed up twice, and you thought he's bound to come on. Doesn't come on. So let's hope Dubravka's alright, because it's just to be fair, it'd be hard to run out with keepers at this point. We've still got Karius and Gillespie, and Pope's meant to be due back mid-March, so you'd think that may be one position. But Newcastle's look, who knows? But Dubravka, I think he'll be alright. If he was good enough to carry on, he should be alright. Shout out Roblox for this super chat. Thank you very much. Are War fans the only ones who didn't bail when getting stuffed? Villa fans, another bunch of wallopers. Absolutely. Well said, Roblox. Empty seats everywhere, wasn't there? They're here. They're there. They're everywhere. Empty seats. Empty seats. That was the chant from the Toon fans towards the home end as there was a fire drill in Birmingham with 10-15 minutes to go. They were flooding out the gates. 3-1. They were away. They couldn't handle it. They'd seen United, and then they effed off home. I'm buzzing with that. We are loyal, though. We will stay all the time. We always stay, even when we're getting battered. Garassi release clause expired, says Jack. I can't believe anyone took advantage of that, like that Garassi release clause. I'm not sure if it's expired. Jack's saying it has, but yeah, it was definitely worth a punt on him. Which striker would you like us to bring in? Says George. Well, my top pick would be Victor Boniface from Germany, but we're not going to have the money to sign him this window, if you like to believe everything. So for me, I'd get a striker on loan. I'd get Mitrovic back, bring back Mitrovic from Saudi, Benzema, Ronaldo. Honestly, anyone. I could take it from PSG is the most likely one in it. So get it done. Get it done. Gordon is now on 9 yellows. I thought it was 9, so Gordon isn't going to miss the next 2 games. He's 1 booking away from doing so, just like Bruno. So imagine that. Not the best. Gordon superb. Yes, he was. Absolutely unbelievable. Thanks to Brandon for the super chat as well. We can buy. We would have to sell before June 30th. Should have to be an early summer deal or one now. Unlikely, really, isn't it? So, like I said, it's a shame that we're obviously kind of buying. We kind of get someone in big time. But when you look at it, for me now at this point, it's just loan, man. It's just loan. If we kind of buy someone because of FFP, you can still loan players though, can't you? You can still loan them. So get the loans on the go. Get the loans on the go. That's the important thing. You have to cap. If it's not the Saudi market, if it's Ekitiki, if it's somebody, get them in. Get the loans on the go. See what Eddie Howe said there. Eddie Howe said on night's game, our game plan was to be aggressive and stop their rhythm. We did that well in the first half. They play a high lane and we used that well. Yes, we did. Gordon massively capitalised on that. Had to adjust our plan when they got the goal, but the players saw it out well. Very well indeed. Hi, David. What a win tonight. Beat them as I hate them, and so please Shaw got his 2 goals. Absolutely. Other people saying stuff about Longstaff as well. Like I did, really. Did look tired as well. Like Sean holds the ball for too long. He does. He does. Chris Wood in on loan. Oh my days. It's that bad, isn't it? We scored a hat-trick the other week. CM De Jong. I like it. Luton accept the bid for Adebayo. No, I don't think they would either, but he's probably going to score against us, isn't he? Good that Adebayo, like, isn't he, for Luton? I like him. Right then. Oh, you are fucking kidding me. Just reading a live update here, people, of what Eddie Howe said after the press conference. This can't be real, man. He must just be trying to. And I don't think he's going to come out and say, like, I don't expect him to come out after that and be like, right, we're on the phone now, every striker available, and we're going to definitely sign someone. But can it be real, this? Eddie Howe says he expects to be finished with the transfer window, and Isaac injury, he's hopeful it's not serious, is unlikely to change anything, says Craig Hope. In the press conference. So in the press conference after the game, Eddie Howe has said that the Isaac injury is unlikely to change anything and we won't be saying anyone. I'm hoping he's just saying that to get the journalists off, to not give them any stories, and to how can we not sign it? How can we not sign someone? Even if Isaac's injury is not bad, man, there's the big flashing massive warning sign in your face, letting you know that this is how close you are to it being a disaster to have a no-fit strikers, just like your midfield. My God, man. Emery was crap at not shaking Tyndall's hand and then ran down the tunnel. Bad sport. Didn't see that. Bad crack that leg. Right. Let's get down a few more of your chats. See what else he's saying. Like Remy on loan was good. He was fantastic good. So we get 5th place in Champions League next season. Asked Kenneth. Looks that way. Like the coefficient at the minute has, I think it was Spain and England in the places to get extra Champions League spots. So, well, we obviously still need them to do well, though. The teams that have got through in the Champions League, obviously us and Man U let the nation down a little bit, but your Arsenal and your Cities, hopefully they can go far again. and help out. Listen to Dave. Listen to Dave. Hit the like button if you haven't already. 850 watching. Hit the like button. As we'll round off this live show. We'll round it off now since it's past 11 o'clock at night. Need a striker ASAP, Matty, says Chicken Oriental. Definitely do. Mickey Quinn, I'll give him a shout. Did the fan zone, WDA fan zone NX with Mickey Quinn. I'll give him a bell. Get him up top. Better than anyone. There's 5 signings coming in tomorrow, would make that. Bobby Firmino on loan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Getting down a little bit now, catching up a little bit 5 minutes ago in the chat. I would get cover for Bruno, says Conrad. Cover for Joelinton first. A Wani from Forest would do a job. I like a Wani. I like a Wani. Jonathan Dave in the summer. Eki Tiki, no thank you. Jesse Lingard for 6 months, says Bradley. We didn't need another winger. We need strikers, man. Sibierski, I like it. I think I'm just about catching up now. I think I'm just about getting there. Leon Best. Cheers for sharing, Paul. Big Crouchy would do a job. His birthday today. Stick him up top. Bring Goofran back. Mitro on loan. People are saying. Cheers that one, Paul. Doing an amazing job covering the tune. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate that one. Thank you. And thanks to everyone that's tuned into this live reaction. It's flew about. You're in a full half of football on this Tuesday night after that big win against Villa. Smokescreen sees Dean in his comments. How about not signing anyone? Well, you hope so. And I'd say he's not going to come out and go like, "Oh, Isaac's knackered, so we're going to have to sign someone." Because then anyone we do try and sign is obviously going to know we're desperate. So he's not exactly going to fly out with that one, like, he's not going to say what the extent of his injury is yet or what we're going to do. Get Balogun. He could probably be loaned. Not a bad shout, that actually. I'd take Balogun in, like. Brendan saying I paid for a super chat you haven't read. I did read it out, Brendan. And it was that one before, wasn't it? Did, and you're right, we'd have to sell before June 30th. So like I said earlier, we have to start at the very start of the summer, or you'd have to try and get someone out now. But no one's going to really go now. The only one that could leave that's linked at the minute would be Jamal Lascelles, wouldn't it? That would be the only one. Jamal Lascelles could potentially leave. That's not going to get much money, not going to do much for financial fair play. The only real sellable asset that was up was Almiron, and that was 30 million. Looks like he turned down the move to Saudi. He plays on the left and gets assists like he did tonight. Fine. Absolutely sound. But there's no one else we can really sell this window. So we'll wait for it. We'll wait to see what happens at the start of the summer, as it's going to be a very busy one. But then in the summer, we get the Salah money, the Adidas money, Champions League money, so we can make a lot of signings in the summer. So it's just now we're going to have to take the risk for me. Good old Keith Downey here has just put a tweet out of what Eddie Howe has said in his post-match press conference. I expect us to be finished for the window. There's very little time for us to do anything, either in or out. There's 2 days, actually, Eddie. So you can get things done on deadline day. Loads of teams do business just on deadline day. We've got 2 days. I think there's still time. We don't know the severity of Isaac's injury, but hope it's not too bad. Hope it's not too bad. We'll kind of just go on, let's hope it's not too bad. But the injury isn't likely to change things. I don't think we have ability to do that. Saying someone, that's fucking insane, if you ask me. I did so well to not swear after 45 minutes. But I don't think we have the ability to do that. The injury to Isaac doesn't change things. No, it changes absolutely everything, to be honest, Eddie. Let's hope he's obviously just You know, because what Eddie Howe says in press conferences is very different to what he feels. You know, we've seen it in the past before. We've seen it a lot of times. He was rebuffing the Gordon rumours and everything last January, and we're going to sign him for 45 million. But him saying that there is just like, oh man, didn't say that. Didn't say Isaac's injury doesn't change the things, because it does. It massively changes everything. We have to go out and sign someone. If Ekitike is available on loan, if anyone's available on loan, we have to get numbers in now. 0 strikers and 3 midfielders. That's all we've got. Don't let this go to waste, man. Don't let this go to waste. Season's still looking good. 7th in the league now. FA Cup. Get some covering, man. But, you know, what Eddie's saying there, I very much doubt he would come out and be like, oh, I will have literally, as soon as full time went, I've messaged Amanda and said, get us a striker in the next 2 days. Isaac's fucked. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to say that, is he? He's not going to say and admit that we need someone in. We're definitely going to get someone in. So let's wait and see. Yeah, let's wait and see how things play out. But it's just unreal if we don't get anyone. It really is. It's scary if we don't, after having no fit strikers, and we still don't have the midfielders. So that'll do for tonight. We've been on long enough. We will be back tomorrow night live at 7 p.m. for the podcast. So get involved in that. Cheers to everyone that has watched this live stream and commented, especially the super chats then, people who became a member. Really, really appreciate it. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you very soon. We will see you tomorrow night. Like I said, get yourselves tuned in to the Magpie Channel TV tomorrow night, 7 p.m. for the podcast. Me and Kay will be live then. We'll be talking more transfers. We'll be reacting more to the Villa game. And I'm sure there'll be plenty to talk about. As always, hopefully an update on Isaac. Hopefully, surely, against what Eddie Howe said, signings have to be made. Thanks very much, everyone. Cheers for watching. Good night.